All right, here we go, my friends, and I've got news for you. I'll tell you in just a moment. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to another episode of DreamWizard Plays. I forgot to put on my glasses. Let's do that right now. Glasses time. Let's clean the glasses. One thing about having glasses, you got to clean them. That's not the news. I'll tell you the news now because, well, no, let's do the intro properly. DreamWizard Plays number 451, Hellblade from 2017, part the third. The news is, and final. I looked up how far I got to go. I got 2 chapters or levels remaining, and let's get these glasses on properly here. There we go. And that is unexpected to me. I had no idea how far I was through the game. I made a lot of progress, a lot of really short bits. I made my way through yesterday, so this is the grand finale. Could take an hour, could take 2 hours. All depends on my tremendous lack of skill. Let's do the housekeeping. Would you kindly like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Always need more volunteer dreamers and viewers for the game streams. This episode brought to you in part by my latest episode of Dreamscapes, right over there, number 171, Voltaic Augury. You'll have to watch the episode, find out what that means, and maybe get a thesaurus. Who knows? Of course, you can get the audio-only MP3 version at BenjaminTheDreamWizard.com, as well as anywhere you prefer to listen to your podcasts. iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, TuneIn, a bunch of others that I don't know. Podcast Addict, I think, is one of them. And Castbox, whatever the hell that is. I put it up everywhere. I got RSS feeds up the yin-yang, which is where they go. This episode also brought to you in part by one of 17 currently available works of historical dream literature, ABC Book 10, The Witch's Dream Book from 2021, the reproduction of a, I believe, an 1850 work of kind of popular occult literature. This is what you would get for a penny in kind of a booklet form down at the local grocers or wherever they sold books back then. I don't even know. This little stands. This would have been sold alongside the Penny Dreadful novels. People had a fascination with this stuff at the time, so this is definitely dreams from an occult perspective, leaning into the whole witchcraftery type of thing. There was a little bit of a resurrection in witchcraft and spiritualism, all things occult. That is enough. Of course, you can find all this and more at BenjaminTheDreamWizard.com. Go to the books page and click the Amazon link there. It'll take you right there. Also, today is the last day to drink your Spirit of the Emerald Isle along with me. If you want the recipe, you got to go to BenjaminTheDreamWizard.locals.com and get it. The recipe over the next day or two after the game finishes will, of course, migrate to the .com, and you can get it there as well as all the past recipes. I have a cocktails page I have added with all the graphics and whatnot. That is enough of an introduction. Let's get into the game. If you have a beverage of your own choosing ready to hand, you'd like to raise your glass along with me, let's do so now and do the toast. Here we go. Ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit. Nostrovia. Kanpai. Salud. Cheers to you. And here's mud in your eye. Delicious, and I'm a bit dehydrated, which is not good for alcohol, because I'll drink more than I intend to. A bit of a raspy throat, too. I was out working in the yard again. Every time I leave the house. Never leave the house, kids. Touching grass is overrated. No, you should. You should get exercise. I should get more. I'm just exhausted. I was building a fence. Still building a fence. Months and months along. Everything takes forever. That is the way it is. Let's do these final chapters. Alan Areola says, how'd the fence go? Thank you for asking. I was just talking about that. It's coming along nicely. I'm going to say about 20 feet of fencing left to construct. And, all the posts are up, and I just need to stain the boards, nail them into place, it's a whole complicated process. But I'm getting there. Very soon. Before winter. Before fall. Before the end of summer. So hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, that will be completely finished. I can finally move on to other things. Alan says, I bet. Nice job, man. Thank you much. I appreciate it. I do. We were going to start the game. Let's do that. Let's do the game starting right now. Continue. Oh, they're going to make me fight. They're going to make me fight with the WASD keys. Ms. Sparkle says, ban. Let's get into the fence, biz. Oh, Miss Sparkles is she's building a stack. Ben is a, I'm all a quiver with anticipation. It says Ben is a for pickles. Ben is a blank for pickles. It cut out that word. Ben is gay for pickles. Ben is the F slur for pickles. I don't know what it is, but it would not let me see what you said. Wow. I forgot how slow she runs. Oh, her voices came back. You know what? I gotta say, for all that the voices have been paranoid and sometimes discouraging, they've been significantly useful. They announce things I should do while I'm playing the game. They're like, use your focus skill, dodge, run, all kinds of stuff.
We found her. We found you. We thought it was. Where have you been? Here she is. Don't worry. We're here to help you. You don't have to do this on your own anymore. You need us.
We're here to help you. You don't have to do this on your own.
You need a way in.
Into the mountain.
Can you see it?
Shall we tell her where to go?
It's not far. Go on. Look up. Just up there. Listen to
Shall we tell her where to go? Yes, please.
Shall we tell her where to go?
Shall we?
Does she know which way to look? Does she know her way into the mountain? She's a good girl.
Oh, isn't she? Look up. So clever.
Just speaking of the game in general, there have been schizophrenic folks who hear voices, and they said this is the most realistic depiction of that experience they have ever seen in their, in their entire life. This is what the voices sound like. It's sometimes the voices sound like other people. Sometimes they sound like your own voice. Sometimes they say encouraging things. Sometimes they say discouraging things. Sometimes terrifying, frightening things. Sometimes it's just what people describe as the screams of demons, etc. But they're not all bad. We had a guy, once upon a time, when I was working in inpatient psych, we had a guy who would pace the hallways just laughing his ass off. And I said, why are you laughing? What's so funny? He says, the voices, they're telling me jokes. I said, that's gotta be nice. But I guess I'll ask you, do you want them to stop? He said, no, they're hilarious. That's a good experience. Not everyone gets a good experience, but... man, let's see. Miss Sparkle says, what if she sees her husband and then he runs away because he's like, this chick is crazy? He knew all about her crazy and he accepted her as she was. That's why she is literally going to hell trying to get him back. Miss Sparkle says, yes, I've watched a video on it. The video is supposed to be dealing with it. Yeah. And there's actually, okay, so there's two things. Hang out to the end of the stream, and I'm going to play the preview for next week's game. I am going to take the rest of the week off and try and get some more offline work accomplished. So stay tuned for that. Also, at the end of this game, I'm going to play the cinematic. There's like a thing that says after you finish the game, watch this. And so we're going to watch that. I don't know how long it is. So, we'll make this a stream worth watching and interacting with and showing up for. Here we go. Okay. This is the final gate to hell, the entrance. This is gonna be terrifying. They gotta ratchet it up. After all we've been through, they're gonna make it worse.
You're moving towards your death.
Immediately, the shadows return. The shadows over everything. Oh, there's freaky people in cages. Of course there is.
I will tell you of a great hero named Sigurd, son of Sigmund, no less. Born after his father's death, Sigurd is cared for by the dwarf Rain. But Rain does not love the boy. Instead, he plans to use him for his own ends. You see, Rain's father possessed a great treasure given to him by the gods. But Rain's brother, Fafnir, killed his father.
Okay,
and
Sparkles,
took the
we'll see you
gold
later.
all for himself. Fafnir hid the treasure out on a heath and could not leave it. And from the evil in his heart, he turned into a dark creature. A dragon.
Well, looks like both of these paths go to the same place, so we get to pick. Do we want to walk close to the people in the cages or not? Let's go look at them. Let's confront the evil. Oh, it's terrible. Imagine being just left there to hang until you starved to death and died. That's probably what happened to these people. It was an old medieval punishment. Or torture, or whatnot. Oh. All right, we just hit a save spot. So, was there any way to get up here on the other side? Oh, there wasn't. I had to go that way. All right. Well, accidentally picked the correct path out of morbid curiosity. So, we're about to get into a fight, probably.
What is it?
She can feel it.
No.
Don't open the door.
No, go in. Don't
Turn back.
What's in there?
A great beast guards Helheim. Garm is its name, and it knows you are here, Senua. It can smell your stink.
All the voices are saying, stay in the light.
How would you say Dillion if you are too much of a coward to step into the shadows?
They can't stop me.
Then do it!
Run, get into the light.
The beast is stalking you from the shadows. Your sword is useless here.
The beast is stalking you from the shadows. Well, we gotta go where there are no shadows. Straight ahead.
Run! Run! Back, it's too dangerous.
It's locked. Torch.
Ah, we got a torch.
The beast is still here.
Who is it? Something there. It's the beast.
No,
No, it's not.
it's a trick.
She knows that. Does she? What is that voice?
Mother, do you hear that?
Don't fall for it.
It's me, Senua.
It's so loud.
It's not her.
So full of hate.
It's a trap.
I just want to help them. Tell me what to do. Your father wants them to go away, and he only hurts me to silence them. But he's gone now.
They always come back. He says I will die if I go with them. They say that I'm already dead.
No,
And they want me with them.
stop!
That's why they crawl through the walls.
Don't
Do you
listen to them.
see them? Do you see their faces?
He's coming. Senua, help me! Help! Get me out of here! Don't go!
Wow.
She shouldn't be here. She escaped the darkness. She took her own life to escape it.
She can't remember when it started. Or when her mother lost her smile.
Oh, we got more
Her eyes
runes to
gazing
find.
past her towards a world she could not see. This is what happens if you reach for the underworld, he said. It was a lot to take in for a child. And the first time she felt the cold chill of fear. I don't talk much about her father, Sinbel. I suppose I just didn't want to risk upsetting her. But it doesn't matter now, does it?
Well, I don't want to go down, so we're going to go up instead and see if what I'm looking for is up. And if it's not up, then we'll go down. I feel like I'm going to hit the edge of a... Yep, I'm going to hit an edge.
torch is going out. No, it's not.
Oh, this pathway. Nice.
Out.
She's too slow.
Is the torch gonna burn out?
Darkness will come again.
Oh, I'm here. There's something here. Light it. Light this thing. Okay. Now what? Now what? Oh, it's a shadow. Wonderful.
You have it. Going. Where's the next? Two more to find. The other two more to find. These pointless
Ah. Oh.
time.
And I can get out this way. Lovely.
Are pointless. Your mother's here. What have you collected with
What is this?
Save Delia. This is just another trial.
Let's go clockwise.
Just to distract her from her real mission. You think you know, but you don't. Your mother is not. We don't know anything. Or is she? And Delia is dead.
Oh. And this is back out to the front door. Okay. So we're gonna go left again, clockwise. Party Ghost, I'm happy to receive any help. Hello and welcome. I found one rune up at the top of a set of stairs, and now I came back to the light won't save her now. What does that mean?
She can sense it. What's she doing? She's lighting the torch. It's not gonna help her. She's
Lighting the torch to keep the darkness away. Yes.
darkness. Do you think you can keep away from the shadow? Send.
Oh shit. Holy Jesus. Get up, get up, get up.
It's building.
God damn it.
She's come this far. She needs to go.
Finish him, finish him. Oh no. Am I dying? Am I dying? Get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, mother lover. Fuck, and another one. Of course, another one.
Behind you.
Oh, oh, oh. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Fucking dodge, you absolute piece.
Yourself.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Go, 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 go. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Ended it.
Fuck a fucking a fuck. Ah, it's too tight of a little space.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike him.
Oh, I hate this game so much. Fuck me. And now I got the dog trying to get up into my lap. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. All right, hang on. Ooh. Come here, peanut butter. Come here. Come here. Come here. I got you. Okay, buddy. You gotta get comfy. Sit down. Get comfy. Partigo says, sorry, it's been a while since I've played this game and my memory isn't the best. That's perfectly fine. My memory's shit. I don't blame you. I'm just gonna fumble my way through as I usually do and freak out. How you doing, by the way? She asks. Oh, I mean, it looks like a female picture from here. Oh, I have a elderly little Maltese. He's got a bad hip and an infected prostate when we're giving him medicine, and you know, he's got a few months to a year maybe, and we're giving him a good retirement. Yes, I am a she. The picture looks like a she, but I'm blind. So even with these glasses on, I can't tell. It's like literally 3 feet away from me, right there. right? Right over there. So I will happily take whatever advice you can give, and if you can't give advice, that's perfectly fine. That's not your fault. It's not your responsibility. It's not your problem. These are not your monkeys, not your circus.
Take the torch and move.
Yeah. Take the torch. All right. Now, where is the symbol? It says we're really close to it. Now that we're oh, there it is. A little shadow on the ground.
She's done it.
Found it.
This place,
Done it.
it reminds her of the isolating, suffocating darkness that she lived through as a young girl.
Oh. Little tip, the mirror gives you health when you use it. Fantastic.
In her room at night,
I didn't know it slowed down
Faces
time
in
until
dark,
halfway through my
coming to the
stream
walls.
yesterday.
She once thought everyone could see them. I mean, that's what children say all the time, isn't it? That there are monsters in the dark.
Can't go down there.
By the time she realized that only she could see them, her father, Zinbel, could see the monster in her.
I think we're gonna have to go down. I did not want to go down this set of stairs, but it's happening. Here we go.
The beast has been here.
Okay, well, it just auto-saved.
She has to keep going.
She'll have to go under.
She can't.
She has to.
She can't.
The torch will go out.
Don't let the torch go out.
What if we leave the torch
Go do it.
in a place where it won't go out?
The light's gone out. Run! Get through it as quick as you can. The panic is here.
What was that?
All right, we're in the light. We're in the light. How much of that is, her own brain fucking with her, and how much of that is really something supernatural going on here? Party Ghost says, I got a Jack Russell named Oreo sausage. This little guy's named Peanut Butter. Which is funny if you think of what some people do with dogs that's not okay. But it's funny because it's not okay.
Stop. Stay there.
You have to rest here. She's stuck. She hasn't found the rooms.
Well, there's another pool of light by a torch, so we're going to run over there. The voices told me to wait, rest. They said move. All right. Oh, it's not lit. I thought it was lit for sure. All right, where is this?
Fire.
Where is fire? Where is fire? Oh, we got to go over here to get the fire. All right. Am I really being chased by anything is the question. I don't know. All right, get another torch. Okay.
It'll keep you safe. You can see. Now she can
Keep it. It will keep you safe.
She can find it. Keep the light.
We're lighting every single torch along the way. You're damn right.
Are you afraid to search? No. The light will guide you.
The light is necessary to see the letters, I believe, right? Isn't it? Where is this letter B? And it's not even really a letter B. That's just what it feels like to me. Damn. Are there more torches to light? Oh, there's a story stone.
Rain the dwarf's sole desire is to possess this dragon's accursed treasure, and he uses Sigurd to reclaim it. He tells Sigurd the story of Fafnir's gold, and the good-hearted hero promises to slay the dragon if Rain would forge a strong sword for him. Sigurd remembers that his father once possessed a sword given to him by Odin. Odin broke the sword to bring about Sigmund's death, but Sigurd's mother still has the pieces. And so Rain reforges the Finn's sword. Sigurd uses the sword first to avenge his father, and then he and Rain go in search of Fafnir.
We are right in the area of this letter, and I cannot for the life of me figure out what they want me to do. Where do I look? Okay, I'm no longer in the proper area. This is apparently the proper area. It's usually, you know, some combination of the angle. Does that have something to do with this gate? I am still in the area of the letter. But I... Oh, here it is.
Where are they? She can't see them. Where are they? She doesn't know.
It is. Come on.
Look. Use your eyes.
I'm looking. Oh, I gotta get the right angle. Can I not see it until I light the torch?
What are you doing? Go.
Yep, I had to light the torch first.
You have all the runes.
Do you feel it? The beast is crawling into your mind, searching for weakness. It found your mother and used her to trap you in here.
Did you see her die? I don't remember. I was only 5. They told me she escaped the darkness, that she's with the gods. But what if they lied? What if the darkness took her and trapped her here?
There it is.
It's open. Have to go
Oh
through.
boy. Can I light this?
Get her mother out.
I can. I can light it all. Nice. Okay, we're going through the door. It's happening.
Where is she? She's gone.
It's a trap. The beast is coming.
Oh shit. Well run. Get into the light.
What have you done?
Oh shit.
You've lost it. It's over.
The darkness is back. You lost him. You've lost him. Get out.
We'll have to go back for it.
Without his head, you will never bring his soul back. His fate is sealed. Now it can see you at your weakest. The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your father's limbo while you pined for Dillian. Do you remember that darkness, Senua? The beast is bringing it back.
Mother, why did you leave me? This darkness, it's spreading. Father's keeping me away from the others. Away from Tilly. I won't give up. I'm not going to rot in here. I'm going to find Tilly.
So what we got to do is go down and get that skull back from the very bottom. Long way down. It's like a metal gate there. What is that all about? I don't even know. No idea what's going on in this place. Hey, we get a brand new torch. Who left all this wooden torches burning here is what I want to know. That's the freakiest thing. Oh, well, this is the very bottom. Or it's not. It's not the very bottom. We're getting close. Oh, there's another, Okay. Here's another door. What's over here? Nothing. Dead end. Shitballs. I hate these guys.
Watch out!
Fuck. This guy's an endurance trial. You gotta dodge, and then you get one chance to strike. And you just gotta do it like 10 times. And try not to get...
Focus is coming back.
Come here, sucker.
He's gone!
Okay. Oh, is there another one?
The mirror.
Behind you!
Focus.
Fuck me. Get up, get up, get up.
Behind you!
Fuck.
Winning. You can do this. Focus.
Oof. Jesus. God, I hate the fighting in this game. Oh, I just want it to be over. Freaking me out, man. I've got to find the letter R. Not this way. Oh, maybe this way. Hey. Oh ho. There's something going on here. There's a letter R to be formed somehow. Probably in the other room, because it needs to be cast as a shadow. All right, let's go down. Let's go down and go back out. I think I got an idea. There it is. I knew it. All right, and that door should be open. Oh. Yep. Here we go.
She wouldn't listen. He was doing his best.
She never, ever listens.
Why didn't she listen to him? Trying to help her. He was trying to save her from the darkness.
Zinbel was right. Zinbel was trying to save her from the darkness.
Okay.
But she wouldn't listen.
This is the place of try not to die.
And now everybody is here.
Oh, there we go.
She should have known. She should have. Why doesn't she learn? Why don't she learn?
Ooh. Story stone.
Understand.
The dragon Fafnir is so large and deadly that it would be impossible to kill him face to face. But each day, Fafnir crawls across the heath to find water. So Sigurd digs a pit in the dragon's path and lies in wait in it. When Fafnir slithers overhead, Sigurd sinks his sword into the dragon up to the hilt. Sigurd leaps from the pit, and Fafnir sees his killer. He warns Sigurd that the treasure will lead to his death, as it led to the death of all who owned it. Sigurd replies that death comes to all men, and every man would want to be wealthy until that day. And he takes the treasure.
Once she gets down there, she'll never come out. It's luring her down.
The darkness will take her like it took her mother.
Deeper. The beast knows. The beast knows exactly where she's falling for
This
it.
is a one-way trip.
Every time.
Plays into his hands.
The darkness is coming.
The lights run out. She'll die.
Oh boy. Well, we can go that way. That looks like we're probably gonna have to.
She'll die. She has to.
Yep.
She can't.
This rune is not in here.
Go through anyway. The light will run out.
The darkness will swallow.
And she'll die.
Tell me a story.
Although Sigurd kills the dragon, Rain wants to keep Fafnir's gold all for himself. Rain also wants the strength and wisdom of the dragon, so he drinks its blood and asks Sigurd to roast Fafnir's heart for him. Sigurd does so, but when he touches the roasted heart to see if it is done, he burns his finger. Without thinking, he licks his finger and tastes the dragon's blood. In that moment, he understands the language of birds and hears them talk nearby.
This is almost it. How do I, Oh, I need to light that thing. How do I light that thing? I can't get up there. I gotta go through the water to get up there, but then I don't have a torch. Okay. Oh shit. It does get me. Okay. Well, there we go. So we do have to run. And that means running over to the right. In the dark. Here we go.
Stop. Stop. Keep going. Quick. She can't get through, so she has to. Get up. Get up. What are you
Ooh.
doing?
We found the light. We found the light. And now what? Guess we go forward. But where do we go if we go forward? Where does forward take us? Hey! Get back into the light. Let me restart. Where do I go? Oh, I gotta drop down? I mean, there's light down there. But where do I go? I mean, I can't see shit, so I can't figure out which way to go. What good does crossing the bridge do? Oh, okay. Son of a bitch. Wow, it starts me all the way over back here. Fuck that. All right, well, one step at a time. We run straight ahead.
She can't get through, so she has to. Get up. Get up. What are you doing?
And then we run to the right, and we go under a thing, and then where? Holy fuck, get under there. Oh, there was a tiny hole I needed to crawl under. All right, fuck, how many times am I gonna have to do this? Okay, here we go. Again. So, straight ahead to the bridge.
She can't get through, so she has to. Get up. Get up. What are you doing?
straight ahead into a little hole. There's the hole. And then around the corner into another little hole. There we go. This thing can't get me in here, right? Oh, it did get me. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do? I can't crawl any faster through the hole. It don't make no damn sense. Alright, here we go again. Straight ahead to the bridge.
Faster, faster, keep going, keep going. Stop, get through, faster to it. Get up, get up. What are you doing?
Straight ahead through the little hole. And through the next little hole. There's simply not enough time. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I am actively soliciting advice from the peanut gallery, or I'm gonna have to look up how to, because this is some bullshit. I'm gonna give it one last try.
Get up! Get up! What are you doing?
Am I supposed to jump down and stay in the light and run to get back up? Well, I am not getting any advice, so we're going to pause the game. We're going to go out and we're going to look for a how-to, because I'm not messing around with that. I am not repeatedly dying 5,000 times. There's my analytics. Okay. No, it's Hellblade. 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 Walkthrough. Letter L. LK. Hellblade walkthrough. IGN. Let's go. Absolutely unashamed to say, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I need some help. Okay, we found all that, and now we're getting down. Found the letter R. Okay. Smash into the bridge and knock it down. You'll be safe. And you'll be safe to relight it. What? The raised area near the waterfall. Now you can return to the raised area near the waterfall and light the brazier up top. And it will complete the illumination. How do you relight the torch? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Head down the slope. Blah, blah, blah. Lore stone. There's a brazier seen higher up that would finish illuminating the letter M looking rune. Instead, turn around and go back the way you came to a spy passage. On the left hand of the slope, crawl through a tunnel and find a pit with a raised bridge you can't reach, but a brazier you can light. Now you have something to run to when you cross through the waterfall. What? Have I been doing this wrong like the whole time? Seems I have. Let's make sure that video comes back up there. There it is. Okay, well, no wonder I was frustrated. I was doing completely the wrong thing. What we're going to do here... Jesus. What is happening? There we go. All right. It's full screen again. Am I locked in? I can't be locked in. All right. Apparently, there's a secret path over here somewhere. Not here. Oh, over here. Okay. Oh, this is what... Okay. No wonder I kept dying. I was so close. I was right here. Now I can get across the bridge.
What's she doing? She's lighting. She's making light.
And I can go light that other torch.
Light on the other side. Now there's darkness. Now the darkness will swallow you. Where is she going? Faster, faster.
I'm going light this shit.
Stop. Stop. Keep going.
Wow. All right. How many times would I have tried that until I just gave up in frustration? I don't know.
Where is she going? Faster, faster. Keep going. Keep going.
There it is. Forward, progress achieved. We found out for real what happens if you lollygag in the dark.
Dillian. She can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black. The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us from what we fear.
Keep the torch alight.
And another story stone.
What is she doing? Pick up it again.
Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds speak. And they say, Sigurd should eat the heart himself. Rain wants Fafnir's gold. Sigurd should kill Rain before Rain kills him. Sigurd should find Brynhild the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest. To ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild the Valkyrie.
Oh no. Here we go. Oh, that feels like a one-way trip. For sure. Oh, we got hands trying to claw at me. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, and then we gotta crawl. Ah.
Come back to me. Come back.
Oh shit, the torch is gonna go out.
I hear you.
Oh no.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
Shit.
Dillian, I see you. The beast has Dillian. No. You're not taking it from me.
Shit.
I warn you, Senra. I can smell your...
No.
You betrayed your god.
I am leaving with him.
You turned your back on me. That
fight this thing.
Hurt, there's blood. Get to the logs. They're winning.
What the fuck? Okay.
She's injured. She don't just want to
He retreats into the darkness. What?
must find him now. She's injured.
Woof. Fuck, again.
You can hear him. Is he finding you? Defend yourself. Stop them.
Fuck! Missed that dodge. Fuck me.
Can't do it.
Fuck.
Get up quick. She's injured. She's not gonna make it.
Fuck. I couldn't dodge out of the way quick enough.
It's not over. Stop it.
Fuck! I'm dead. And I gotta start that whole fucking fight over again. Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Get up quick. Get up.
slice, 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 slice. Fuck. How much longer do I have to kill this thing?
Then listen. Stop.
Fuck.
Quickly get up. They're coming. She's hurt. She won't make it.
How am I not hitting this thing?
It's not over.
Oh, is it fucking dead yet? Come on. I couldn't do anything. This is a cinematic. Hopefully that was supposed to happen.
People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand, cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals, kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness, or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both. And so she left, headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Dillian would still be alive.
I'm so sorry, my love.
She will save his soul. Even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Shadow. Listen.
But believe this, it was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on this quest. Without it, I've been left those slack. All this time, I've wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see behind the veil of darkness.
Then take me to the mountain.
To trust him.
As deep as we can go.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
I know.
What else can she do? Nothing. She doesn't want to turn back.
Ooh. And we're out.
This far, she wants to go through.
Finally. Jesus. I was warned this game would be intense, but I had no idea. And you, Party Ghost, I can't imagine playing this more than once. What is wrong with you?
Mother, I won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Heather's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past.
I'm here for Dillian. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
She can see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
She has to fix it.
It's too dangerous.
Yep.
She's done it before.
She can't.
We gotta
She's
go
done it
up.
before. She can.
We're gonna have to go up
She'll do it
first
again. How will she fix it? How will
and
she
look
do it?
down.
There must be a way. So you have to try.
She'll never make it.
At least that creature's not waiting in the darkness for us anymore. Jesus.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
A winter that lasts 3 years sounds exactly like something the Scandinavian countries would have experienced in the past, or at least a story they would tell about the end of the world. It will be perpetual winter. There will be no spring. And you know, that reminds me of what it must have been like during the Ice Ages, when there was a pretty much frozen wasteland up there, perpetual winter. Man, all these hooks and chains hanging from the ceiling, just freaky shit. It's just freaky shit. Okay, we're gonna get this bridge fixed. We're gonna come back to that room and have to fight. I know it. Oh, are we not even in the right place to fix it? Or is there a part of it we're supposed to fix? There, we can fix part of it.
She did it.
Then we gotta go up above that other place and do it again. How do we get there? There's no shortcut here. Oh, we gotta go up that other side. Alright, but first, a guaranteed combat in here. They're gonna lock us in, make us fight. This is an arena. Oh, mother lover. I fucking dodged, and it won't let me. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Alright, let's get this guy back out in the middle. Come here, sucker. Come here. Come here.
Go! Fight again! Spill them!
Oh, fuck. There's too many of them. There's too fucking many. Oh, god damn it. Fucking fuck.
It's nearly over.
So fucking many of them. Nope, this guy. I fucking dodged. Let me dodge. Let me dodge. Let me dodge. Let me dodge. You dodging motherfucker. He's got me trapped. He's got me trapped. And I'm dead. I'm fucking trapped in a corner. You guys are all fucking fuck you motherfuckers. Oh, God damn.
How will she do it? What will she do? How's she going to find his actual soul? Where does Ella keep the souls? How will she get it?
Barely made it through that by just spamming all the buttons. I just spammed all the buttons and it luckily worked.
What does Ella want? No one can bargain with Ella. What does Ella want? What can she give her? She could give her her own soul. No. Her soul's body. She'd rather die. Oh. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give. She has a warrior soul. What more could she give?
That's what I was thinking. She could trade her own soul.
A cursed soul.
Yeah.
Of course she is.
Hella loves that shit.
The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken. She has to fix it. It's too dangerous. She's done it before. You have to fight her. Be powerful. The final battle. Get his soul back. It's the final task.
Yes, it is. This isn't just a broken bridge, is it? Mother, you showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
Wait a minute. What's happening here? Oh. There's a set of stairs. We can just keep going up. Well, thank God. And then this.
She can do it.
She can do it.
She did it.
She can still see the secrets.
Oh, are they going to make us fight our way across the bridge?
It's special.
That wouldn't be so bad. Trapped in a round room with like 5 guys? What the fuck?
She has
That's
the sight.
obnoxious.
She can see their secrets.
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle at Ragnarok. Their watchmen will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
Right. It seems like the final countdown coming up here. So here's what we're going to do. It's about break time. This is a good stopping point before the final showdown, as they say. I'm going to bounce out, take a 10-minute break, take the dog to go pee, and I'll be right back. So hang in there through these commercial messages and coming soon preview trailers. Or, step out and take your own 10-minute break. I'll be right back.
Benjamin the DreamWizard wants to help you pierce the veil of night and shine the light of understanding upon the mystery of dreams. Every episode of his Dreamscapes program features real dreamers gifted with rare insight into their nocturnal visions. New Dreamscapes episodes appear every week on YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and other video hosting platforms, as well as free audiobooks exploring the psychological principles which inform our dream experience, and much, much more. To join the Wizard as a guest, reach out across more than a dozen social media platforms and through the contact page at benjaminthedreamwizard.com, where you will also find the Wizard's growing catalog of historical dream literature available on Amazon, documenting the wisdom and wonder of exploration into the world of dreams over the past 2,000 years. That's Benjamin the Dream Wizard on YouTube and at benjaminthedreamwizard.com.
And we're back just in time. Devil May Cry HD Collection Parts 1, 2, and 3 coming soon. Not soon, but, you know, soon enough. It's on the to-do list. It has been officially promised in that coming soon trailer. So I'm going to get around to it. Hey, speaking of getting around to it, if you would like this recipe, the custom cocktail for Hellblade, Spirit of the Emerald Isle, you may get it at benjaminthedreamwizard.locals.com, and soon also coming to the cocktails page at benjaminthedreamwizard.com. Salud. Or should I say slanche? I think that's most appropriate for our Irish theme here. All right, back into it. Oh boy. I'm finding myself not wanting to play this game. It's just so brutal. It's just so unrelenting. It's an unrelenting kick to the nutsack. Here we go.
There's an illusion. She's found a way. There's a way. She can see. She must align herself. She can do it. That's the
There is another piece of the broken bridge. All right, which we have to see from where? From up. Oh, there's a tiny little hole in the wall up there. How do we get to that tiny little hole in the wall? Oh, wait a minute. We need to create a door for ourselves. Ah! That's what that was. Okay, okay. Whew. Well, we weren't quite crossing the bridge after all. There was another section missing. They're going to make us fight again. You know they're going to make us fight. Just about any time they save, it's a fight coming.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard. It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash. Trolls will walk the land. Men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
Believe it. Someday, when the heavens split open. Go ahead and open this door, because we can. And I would rather have it open now than later. Okay, let's see what's up the stairs. I gotta say, it's a beautiful game. The landscape, the deep dark dungeons, it's very well designed from that perspective. It's just, man, this story and the torture they put you through. Yep, that's another arena. Can I go up? What is further up? Do I even need to go in there? Was that a trick? Is this all I really need to do? Well, this thing is here.
The Northmen say that each god will do battle at Ragnarok. Odin will fight the monstrous wolf and be killed, but his son will avenge him and plunge his sword into the heart of the beast. Freyr will face Surt, but he had given his sword away for love, and without it, he cannot defend himself against the flames. Thor will smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, steam will shoot up, flames will play against the sky. The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned. All the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and the people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
Yep, it's coming for you. The end of the world comes for us all. Thought the dog wanted to get into my lap, and probably he's going to want to get into my lap right in the middle of this next combat. Ooh. Thankfully, it's just one guy. I hate it when they throw 5 at me. Oh, I could have been slashing him up that whole time. Oh, there is more. Mother, lover, there's another one. I hate these guys. I want this guy first.
She finished him.
And this guy. Oh, fuck, there's another one. What? Dip and dodge. Oh, fuck. Dip and dodge. Come here. Take a swing. Oh, finally. Thank God. And here it is. The final piece of the bridge. Well, thankfully they don't make us fight twice. We can just get the hell out of here. Okay, now it is crossing the bridge time. Ooh, what's this gonna be? I swear to God, I fucking dodged. Come here. Alright, that's kind of what I wanted. I want to fight that guy first. Oh, and this big old axe boy. Come here. Oh, mother lover. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Fucking fuck.
There's more. Be ready. Finish this. Get it now. Too many of them. Find a good position. But keep letting them behind you.
Are there more behind me? Fuck, there's a shit ton of them on this bridge. Fuck, I dodged. I dodged twice, and it did not work. Fuck, he had two swings. Now the dog wants up. Of course he does. Okay. Peanut butter. Come here. Come here, peanut butter. Come here. I got you. Well, he had, you know, his timing wasn't that bad. He waited until I was right at the end of that fight. Good boy. Good boy. Here we go.
She's there. The path to hell. I can sense her. Where is she going?
I knew they were going to make me fight my way across that bridge. I knew it.
I'm scared. Wait. What happens when she dies? What happens to me when she dies? We die too. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
All the voices. What happens to us when she dies?
If she sacrifices herself, she sacrifices us. Wait, stop. We don't want to die. Stop. Senua, turn back. Ella, I don't want to die. It's too dangerous.
Stop her. We don't want to die. That's kind of genius.
Wait. What? What happens when she dies? What happens to us? What happens to us? We die too. Do we die too? We die too. I don't want to die.
There is
We'll
no
all
run.
die someday.
I don't want to die.
And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
I don't want to die. We don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Senua, stop. Turn back. Stop.
Stop her.
Why is she
Going. Stop.
Senua, stop. Stop. Why would she stop to die? She won't stop. 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 I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
It won't let me run. It's forcing me to walk.
Sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
I don't want to die. Please stop. 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 You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me, not them.
Oh shit.
They were afraid. Like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No!
Follow your soul and let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
Ooh. What happens if I go back around here?
It's not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of victory and honor. Clear dividing lines. No. Oh, this place is not quite like that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
She walked right into it for what she thinks is a good reason.
Do you see it, Senua? Do you see the darkness? Faces fear and suffering. You can see it.
I remember it clearly now.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hand.
You killed her.
It is the will of the gods.
Fuck the gods! You did this to her! Why?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside. Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you too. You understand, son?
I do understand. You cursed me with your own madness. I was just a child. You created this darkness! You created this darkness so you could hide behind it!
Only suffering brings salvation. It is the way of the gods.
Is that Hela?
It was all a lie. You are a lie! She didn't defy the gods. She defied you! And so you killed her!
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother. Your mother, who was too weak to fight the darkness and abandoned you.
You tortured her! You killed her! You are the darkness!
And another round of enemies here. Nope.
Those rituals, the years of isolation, the pain that still haunts you. It was the only way to fight the curse within you.
You're a liar.
The darkness is inside you that will destroy you.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You cannot wish it away. And it will watch as you draw love's dying gasp.
I won't let you kill me! Watch out! Careful, Sam.
Fuck. I'm getting all kinds of lag. There's lots of critters here. Fuck. I cannot dodge these guys to save my life. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck.
Watch out. Watch out. Behind you.
Fuck, I couldn't dodge fast enough.
Be careful, Senua.
Fuck.
I can see through your darkness. You're a liar and a murderer. And if you really are Hela, then I have a sword here that can kill a god.
Is there a way to put this road back together? What is the focus? Or do I just run up and jump on it? Oh, yeah.
Look at you. Running forward and moving backwards to wallow in your miserable past. You're making a mistake searching for Dillian. The
Another
same mistake
plateau.
that killed him in the first place. save you from yourself. You still believe it is a lie? The plague of darkness, the butchering of Gideon by the Northmen. You saw it yourself.
You told everyone I was cursed. They believed you. I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Gideon's soul if the darkness is a lie? How you saved him?
He's here. I know he's here.
She came a long way through some magical shit. Now she's in hell.
Lillian, I know you're here. Hold on. I'll find you.
Oh, this beast again. Fuck. I can hardly see him moving. Where is he? The fire god Cert. Come here, sucker.
You're trying to trick me again with your lies. I know he's here. You took him from me. You have him.
Dillian is gone. Dillian is dead. Let him go now.
Watch out.
Or what? What can you do to me that you haven't already?
You betrayed your own
Fight me.
father. You
Come
betrayed
on.
the gods in search of Dillian, in search of love. Look where that's got you. Let go of your battle. Let go of redemption. Let go of Dillian. Don't let your darkness hurt anyone else.
Fuck.
Behind you.
You're surrounded, Senua.
Just carved through them all in slow-mo. Fuck. That many more?
Careful.
Fuck. I swear to fucking God I dodged. Fucking fuck you.
Behind you.
You're surrounded.
Am I surrounded? I mean, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys. Fuck. Ah, come on!
Behind you.
Shh. Jesus. Fucking fuck. They keep spawning? They keep spawning. Am I supposed to do something else here? No, fuck me. Come on.
Watch out.
How can I fucking dodge? Oh my god!
You've done enough. You're going to die. Behind you.
Fuck me! Fucking a fuck. How many more of these? Am I doing something wrong? Is this just the fucking combat from hell? Where it never ends? I would like to fucking dodge! Could you fucking let me dodge? Oh my god.
You're going to die. You're killing yourself.
What is fucking stunning me? I can't even pick the right fucking target. The one that's right in front of me. Come on.
Let go of your battle. Let go of doing. You're killing yourself. Watch out.
Fucking wrong button. Of course it was.
Watch out.
Fucking... Fuck, that guy was supposed to be dead!
Let go of your battle. Stop. You're killing.
Am I supposed to let them kill me? Is that the only fucking way out of this shit?
Let go of your battle. You don't have to fight anymore.
Let go of your battle. You don't have to fight anymore. Well, I'm dead now. Well, I did that to myself. I kept fighting and fighting and fighting because I thought that's what I needed to do. That was some fourth wall shit right there. That was actually pretty good. I'm impressed. Ella is kind of thick. Those thighs. Oh, she took away the sword. Tell her. Tell her to give him back.
If you're alive, and there's no darkness, then you never took him from me, did you? And I can't save Diane. Is that what you want me to believe? After all you've done to me? And to him? You're not a lie, but you're a liar! You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know it's him. I know you have him. I'll give you my life. That's what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you. I'll fight with you at Ragnarok. If you release him.
Got like this shaky cam art direction too. It's good. I know I'm breaking the mood, but I'm having thoughts.
But if you won't, you will have to kill me. because I've got nothing left. No fear. No hate. No quest. Nothing. And you will have no power over me.
Well, there you go. Sparkle says I'm back, just in time to watch her die.
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Senna. Because a life without loss is one without love. You turn your back on death, and all you can see is the shadow that it casts. The longer you hide from it, the longer the shadow grows until all you can see is darkness. When our time comes, we must look death in the eye and embrace it as a friend. Only then can we let go of our fear. And emerge from our darkness.
Never forget what it is like to see the world as a child, Senua. Every autumn leaf is like a work of art. Every rolling cloud a moving picture. Every day a new story. We too emerge from this magic, like a wave from the ocean, only to return to the sea. Do not mourn the waves, the leaves and the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder and the beauty of this world never leaves us. It is always there. waiting to be seen again.
She made it to the top of the tower.
Oh no. Oh. It's the rot. The darkness is back. The darkness is working. Wait. What is it? It feels... It's different. It feels... It's okay. Is it okay?
This is where my story once began.
It's different.
And so it has to end here.
It's changed.
Because I cannot see further than this.
Follow us. We have another story to tell.
My friend, go with her. This now will be your story to witness. Goodbye.
Shit. Did she conquer the goddess of death? I see her laying there.
I know it's hard to tell how mixed up you feel. Hoping what you need is behind every door. Each time you get hurt,
I equal parts
I don't want you to change.
regret
'Cause
putting myself through that.
has hopes. You're human
And I'm glad that I did.
The feeling
Holy shit.
sometimes wishing you were someone else.
Probably one of the most intense video game experiences I've ever had. Tiamat says it's a good game. Yeah.
This feeling is
You kind of missed the whole thing, Sparkle. Sorry. You got to go back and watch it.
Please don't cry now. Please don't go. I want you to stay.
I'm left a little...
Please, please don't leave.
I mean, very different than recent previous games where they were just kind of fun. Or I was just glad they were freaking over. This is one that touches you. That said, I cannot recommend playing it. It's too much. It's too intense. Hey, maybe there's some people where they don't get touched by this kind of stuff. They can just kind of play through it and ain't no big thing. Fair enough, go for it.
Ties you to the next world, or maybe to the last, but I'm still not sure. But what I do know,
But not me, man. Definitely one of those. Now, I don't tend to replay games anyway, but definitely a game I will never play again. Never in my life.
please don't go.
Sparkle says, Dragon Man, I've been being mean to Ben. Made little Ben cry.
Please don't leave.
Yeah.
I don't want you to hate for all the hurt that
Sparkle says, it's sweet how sensitive you are. I can't think of a better word right now. I'll own it. Yeah.
trying to change. Please don't go.
Life is pretty tragic, and when you get confronted with some of the depths of that tragedy, it just leaves you drained.
I don't want you to change for all the hurt that
And you're a big romantic, in a way. Yeah, I'm a weird combination of like
change you.
the worlds in my head are so much more vivid than the real world. There is no experience I could ever have in the real world that is as intense as my imagination, which leaves me a little disappointed with how gray, black and white the world is compared to a vivid Technicolor imagination. I've had that experience going on at least 40 years where I think of a thing and then that thing happens and it was never as good as I imagined it was going to be. The same goes with relationships, romances.
Please don't leave here. I don't want you to hate for all
Tiamat says she is suffering from schizophrenia. Yes, Miss Sparkles, Ben told me.
just illusion.
And basically PTSD. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't go. I want you to stay.
And the question is, how much of that story actually happened?
Oh, please don't
Was that all in her head? I mean, she climbed the tower. Did she fight any of those guys? Were those guys that were, you know, Nordic warriors put in her path, or standing in her path, and she cut them all down? Maybe so. Maybe it was a story of revenge at the end of the day. Miss Sparkle says, I used to be that way, but I'm so black-pilled about love, I can't even watch a romance or read it. Yeah, I feel you. What I've had to do is accept that the real world is so much less vivid than my imagination. And then when you adjust your expectations down and you go, you know, it's not going to be a rom-com. Never is. You know, and that's one way movies and stories have distorted our perceptions. We, you know, it's like the refined essence of a thing into the most intense version of what it could be. And then you compare reality to that, and it's like, it never comes close. It can't. And if it ever does, it's usually more than anyone can handle. Yeah. What I was saying was, yeah, I mean, there's so many things you hear about, and as in through movies or stories, and then you experience the real thing, and you're like, this isn't what I thought it would be. Or you try to bring your storybook, you know, your fantasy understanding to a thing, and it's something completely different. We got two things coming up here. I'm going to play the little featurette that it warned me, hey, spoilers are in here. Watch, you know, play the game first. We're going to play that, and then at the very end of the stream, we're going to tell you what game is coming up on Monday the 12th, I believe, because this started, today's the 7th, 6th, 5th to the 12th is 7 days. Is my math right on that? 7 plus 5 is 12. Yes. Okay. Miss Sparkle says, yes, so true. My favorite movie is Vanilla Sky and Meet Joe Black. Yeah. I loved Vanilla Sky. I love movies that kind of play with your perception of reality. You're like, what is going on here? I love those movies. That's why I love this game. I did. I loved it. Equal parts loved it and hated it. Way too intense. Way too much for me. But anyway, Meet Joe Black I found kind of boring, unfortunately. Maybe I was too young when I first tried to watch it. So I think that's it for the credits. I think we're rolling them out here. I've been told, do not play Senua or Hellblade 2. That it's just not as good. That they just really, it was a sequel that didn't need to be made. And I'm not going to play part 2. This story ended exactly as it was supposed to. And it's like ruining perfection. It's like going for a second piece of cake when you're already full. It just doesn't taste as good. It's not what you wanted. Miss Sparkle says, we will see each other again when we are both cats, right? I think it's highly likely we do go around more than once. That is not the Christian perspective, but I'm not a Christian. Hellblade feature. This is what I was told. Warning, contains spoilers. We recommend watching it only after completing the game.
Stormy seas and lost souls.
Who is it?
She's dreamt of this before.
It's coming. Is it?
They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye.
Oh, a quote from Vanilla Sky. I get you. I've only ever seen that once. Oh, and probably 20 years ago.
Always dreaming, even when awake. And we only see what our inner eye creates for us.
Wow, I forgot how
Is this what hell is?
jacked up she got during the course of this adventure.
By Senua's nightmares.
This was a very early
Maybe that's why people fear seeing the world through
vision
our
of her.
eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
Okay.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is a video game about Senua, a Celtic warrior on a vision quest into Viking territory. But what sets our hero Senua apart is that she suffers from severe psychotic mental illness.
He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer.
Her voices were mostly useful.
The original idea for Hellblade was to
that.
create a classic hero's journey, a journey of suffering, but one where the fantasy world is not another planet or alternate universe, but a world that is constructed in Senua's mind. But to do so would mean putting psychotic mental illness at the center of the experience, a subject that is still considered taboo, and a challenge that was both terrifying and exciting in equal measure. In Hellblade, the starting point was a newly discovered Celtic goddess called Senuna in Ashwell, Hertfordshire. When first discovered, her name was thought to be Senua, a name which I liked and kept. I wondered if Senua might have been a Celtic warrior like Boudica who stood up to the Romans. While the Romans had conquered all of Europe, there was a group of Celts up in the furthest reaches of the Roman Empire that could not be conquered, the Picts. And so the Romans built a wall, called Hadrian's Wall, that spans across Britain from sea to sea to keep the Pictish barbarians at bay. The Picts were known for their war paint, painted on with woad, and their matted hair clumped with lime. And so Senua would be a barbarian Pict in this image.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I don't live home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait.
Orkney is off the coast of Scotland and was inhabited by the Picts, steeped in history and mystery, and so I made Orkney Senua's home and set the stage for a crisis. In the late 8th century, the first Vikings landed on the Orkney Islands. The population of the Picts crashed thereafter, replaced by the Norsemen of the 9th century. Were they wiped out? We don't know for sure, but it would seem likely given the reputation of the Vikings. The Northmen's brutality is legendary. High-ranking leaders and chieftains of the tribes they conquered were often offered as sacrifice to their gods. The most brutal of these sacrifices was known as the Blood Eagle. I imagine Senua as a young female warrior who returns home from exile to find her partner, Dillion, brutally sacrificed to a Norse god by these hellish warriors from a faraway land. I imagine the horror of this moment and how it would have dragged her deep into mental torment.
No!
Sparkle says, my sister gets drug-induced schizophrenia. Has never been the same when they put her on meds. Yeah.
I came to learn that the
very real
Celts have a
possibility.
sophisticated and nuanced perspective on the nature of mental disorder. One term they used was gelt. A gelt is a man or woman who has been driven mad by a curse, battle trauma, or grief. The gelt would take to a life in the woods in search of penance, punishment, and purgation. And so Senua became a gelt, cursed by darkness, looking for redemption in the wilds. Another word the Celts used in reference to mental disorders was truth, meaning fool, or liar, one who utters the words of God. They tell of the mad sinner who flees battle into exile and takes on a beastly nature, growing feathers on his body. The character called Truth in Hellblade is based on a little-known person called Findan, an 8th century Irish Celt who was captured and enslaved by the Vikings, but eventually escaped to Orkney where he became a monk.
I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Upon meeting Senua, it would be his stories that fuel her quest deep into their world of gods.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end.
The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, flames will play against the sky.
The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and people everywhere.
Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
So the stage was set for a new adventure, a journey into the Norse underworld called Hell, a vision quest fueled by madness and myth, a fantasy that was created by Senua's own mind, and one that we would experience through her eyes.
This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
I wonder her face was so well done.
Warrior with psychotic mental illness as its central theme was fraught with danger. Mental illness such as psychosis is still taboo and rarely acknowledged in a century of cinema, never mind the new medium of games. Where it does feature, it often conflates psychosis and psychopathy associated with a lack of empathy. It is unfortunate that these two words sound so similar that they are used interchangeably in media. I must admit that I didn't have to look very far to discover my own ignorance of the subject. So we reached out to Paul Fletcher, psychiatrist and professor of health neuroscience at University of Cambridge.
Psychosis is a descriptive term, and it refers to having a loss of contact with objective reality. So it's
by the way, I have no idea how long this is. This could be an hour long. Like, I'm just going to watch it until I don't feel like watching it anymore. Ms. Sparkle says she would get better when she quit drugs, but they put her on medication in jail, and then when she got out, they stopped giving her the medication, and the one she was on can cause you to have a it says play heartbreak, but I mean, I'm sure you meant psychotic break if you quit taking them. She started talking to herself and said Russia was talking to her. Yeah. Not a good continuity of care between arresting someone, getting them off drugs, getting them on the proper antipsychotic medication, and then helping them stay on it so they don't get back on drugs and go through the same fucking loop-de-loop over and over again. Not a good continuity of care.
characterized by two main sets of symptoms. One of them is hallucinations, where somebody experiences perceptions when there is no actual objective thing out there to perceive.
Ms. Sparkle says, yes, that's what I meant. You understand me. Thank you. Yeah. It took me a moment to kind of like, what, play heartbreak? Is that a new game? I was like, oh, psychotic break. And then it finally came to me.
Who are you?
And the other is delusions, where somebody comes to very often bizarre, unpleasant, frightening beliefs when there's no good evidence in favor of them.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
We reached out to Welcome, a biomedical research charity that spends billions on research and awareness programs aimed at improving health.
Mental health hasn't always been presented in the media in a way that is particularly helpful. It can be challenging to engage people with the subject matter, and there are a lot of preconceived ideas about mental health, and particularly schizophrenia and psychosis. So we hope our support allows the team to continue to collaborate with Paul Fletcher and with those who have experience of psychosis to create a game that provides a fresh perspective on the condition and allows audiences to engage with it in a way that just wouldn't be possible in any other medium.
What started out as a brief consultation convinced me that we were only scratching the surface of an immensely deep and interesting subject that could enrich and change the very nature of the game.
That's cool. Thanks so much for coming in.
Pleasure. Thanks. It's really interesting for me. I'd love to be involved. I think it's fascinating.
Our understanding of psychosis is still very much a mystery, and ways of treating it are still primitive compared to physical illness. After all, it is easy to see the pain and suffering caused by physical diseases or physical trauma. It is not so easy to see the mental suffering and trauma of severe mental illness. But what if we could find a way to see it? Games are capable of drawing you in for hours on end, playing the role of a character who is different from you, experiencing their perspective, and actively involving you in a world that functions with a different set of rules. If we were to represent Senua's psychosis, we would have to simulate voice hearing, a common attribute. But how can we simulate something we have no first-hand experience of? Professor Charles Fernyhough, a leading expert in voice hearing from Durham University, offered his help.
Hearing voices is an experience that is usually associated with severe mental illness, and crucially we know that hearing voices is a part of ordinary life for many people who don't meet the criteria for mental illness.
Yeah, Oh, that's not him in real life.
We know voices vary according to where they appear in space. Voices can appear far away in the distance, they can appear right there in your ear, they can seem to be coming from inside your head.
Based on the information Professor Fernie Ho provided, I put together a sound brief and invited some actors to the studio. We recorded the actors using a binaural microphone, which records the 3D spatial position of sound, replicating the way sound is heard by human ears. It gives you an incredible sense that the person you are listening to is right there beside you.
Okay, so one thing I did when I was playing this is I was getting left-right audio channel sounds of the voices, and it was just so hard to hear them that I said, screw it, I want to hear it in both ears because they're so soft. If they'd just done the audio engineering a little better in this game, I would have been happy to leave it that way. But they needed to turn it up again, simulate the idea of someone whispering from across the room. Don't actually make it so soft I can't hear it. Anyway.
Can't see how she's going.
Rachel Waddingham from the Voice Collective came to our studio with 2 young voice hearers to speak to our team. We talked at length about their experiences and they listened to our tests, giving us feedback on how we could improve on it.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
It's very hard to represent what this experience is like, partly because it's such a personal, intense, emotional experience. It's testament to how Ninja Theory have been listening to what the researchers are saying, but also, crucially, listening to the experts by experience. What they've come up with is so compelling. It's by far the best representation I've heard of what these experiences are like.
They did their research. They really did. I mean, this game absolutely did well. Something I know very well by direct experience with stories of people that I've talked to. And this game nailed it as far as my understanding of what these symptoms actually feel like to experience. Beautiful. Brilliant. I mean, high marks for having a vision for the game and wanting to represent it well, and treating the subject with respect enough to give it a full expression. Brilliant. Very well done. I mean, high marks.
Other common attributes of psychosis are visions and flashbacks. We met with Recovery College East, who work with and care for people recovering from severe mental disorders. A group of service users gave us their first-hand account of what they experience.
Sometimes when the visions or what we're seeing is too much, it becomes more difficult until eventually we perhaps don't see anything.
The people we spoke to, the stories they told, were fascinating, harrowing and mind-boggling. The reality of what people experienced was vivid, far exceeding what I could possibly have imagined. We went away itching to represent some of these visions and flashbacks in the game.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Sparkles. It was definitely well crafted to give people a very real understanding. And they did it. Man, they nailed it.
As we all know, my heart is so, love is so far away. Don't you know how I wanna feel deeper? I could never know how you grow, all these days are killing me. Now I see deep in me insanity does unfold. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper.
Sparkle says, I'm not a fan of this singing voice. Me too. A little nasally, whiny.
I could never know how you grow, all these days are killing me. Feel like this, read like this, I just wanna live that song. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper.
To refine our work, we continue to hold meetings with Recovery College East over the course of a year and a half, showing them what we had achieved so far and refining the in-game representations based on their feedback. With their help, flashbacks, visions and changes in perception were woven into the story and gameplay of Senua.
The students that are involved in this project are incredibly excited about being involved. They have described the experience as being important because it values their lived experience and shows that despite what we have been through, all of that experience becomes valid, that actually it's something that we should all be talking about.
The experience...
My sparkles. I could make this perverted, but I won't. Sometimes it's not the right time. Yeah. But you and me both. There's almost nothing I can't turn into, that's what she said, you know. Oh, quit it. Quit it. Got my cat trying to move my mouse across the key. And now he's standing in front of the... Excuse me. He's standing in front of the chat, so I can't see it. Cece, lay down. Lay down. There you go. Sparkle says, your sensitive chat rules probably won't let me anyways. Yeah, fair enough.
This is described range from beautiful to frightening beyond comprehension. I heard of a girl who has to live with an angry voice screaming at her, slamming on her doors and walls 24 hours a day. I met someone who would often see hanging corpses in a room, so real that she would sometimes try to rescue them. The panic and fear that comes with such visions is entirely understandable, and it can be a living horror for some.
Worthless, weak, pathetic. Go on, feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
I was urged by one fellow that we should not shy away from showing this horror, and so I was perpetually torn in making Hellblade. Had we gone too far with our representations, or not far enough?
Broken and lost. Just like your soul.
Come on.
She was cauterizing a wound. I didn't catch that.
Were the low-hanging fruit, so to speak. There's another aspect of psychosis that is much harder to explain, but one that I think video games are uniquely able to represent, which are often called delusions.
People begin to see patterns in the world. They begin to link things that most people wouldn't link. Most of the things that we might think would be coincidence or, not worth commenting on. Nevertheless, that might have a particular salience or importance for them.
One individual described how everyday words, sounds, colours and objects were steeped in meaning to him, forming a strange and sinister puzzle that he was determined to solve but could not quite get to the bottom of.
That's an interesting point as well. A lot of people are familiar with the 5 senses: sight, sound, smell, touch, taste. We think of these as the senses, but we also have others. We have a sense called proprioception, which is the sense of our body in space. We know if I see in front of me on the desk is my glass, I can close my eyes and reach in front of me and touch the glass because I remember where it was, and my body knows how far away from me my eyes told me the glass was, so I can pick it up. That's also the same reason we can put our finger out, close our eyes, and touch our nose. We know where our body parts are in relation to each other. Anyway, proprioception. There's a shit ton of other senses. Not only that, we have kind of metaphysical or psychological, philosophical senses. We have a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning in the world. And that's a very real sense. When you're doing something important, when you've set yourself a goal and you are measuring progress towards the goal, it triggers a sensation in us, even if it's only a psychological sensation that says, yes, I'm making progress. And it's the same system of sensation that is triggered when we experience failures. We set ourselves a goal and we fail to achieve a step towards that goal. We feel bad. We call it feeling bad about our failure. That is roughly the same system that is involved in the sensation of meaning and purpose in the world. So if you're, the very mundane example is you've decided to go to the store. You need to turn right on Jackson Street. Ahead of you, you see a street, a 4-way intersection, and one of the signs, literally a street sign, says Jackson Street. That's my right-hand turn. We have a triggered sense of meaning. Yes, I'm on the right path. There's the street. I'm progressing towards my goal. So all of the sensations and experiences that schizophrenic folks have are based in brain systems that are completely normal. We have an auditory processing center in the brain, so sometimes that gets triggered and we hear voices that aren't in the environment around us. They're being generated by that auditory processing center itself. The same with our brain center that processes meaning. Sometimes it gets triggered on its own and we start seeing symbols in the world that aren't as practical as a street sign telling us this is your right-hand turn. Miss Sparkle says gang stalking is an example. And then she goes on to say, that's so interesting. Yeah, gang stalking. If we take it for granted that the person is not being stalked, signs that appear to them in the world saying that they are being stalked are, delusional misperceptions of common stimuli. It's almost like I had an experience where I woke up one morning and I came into my kitchen and the dishwasher was open. I didn't open it. I lived alone. Now, at the very least, I had no memory of opening it. Maybe I did. Maybe I was sleepwalking. Or maybe there was a spooky ghost and they were trying to do the dishes. I don't know what's going on with that, but that was a weird experience. I wake up in the morning, I have no memory of opening the dishwasher. It is open in the kitchen. I'm like, I just stared at it for like a full 60 to 90 seconds. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Now imagine I was experiencing a psychosis and I would say, that's proof that someone came into my house in the middle of the night. That was the CIA. They're fucking with me. You would maybe jump to that particular conclusion if that's the system of interpretation that you've rolled out for yourself to cope with all these, signs in the world that are coming at you and feel extremely important. It's one of the same things that happens with being on mushrooms and LSD and psychedelics in general. Is you get it intensely triggers the meaning center of the brain. You start putting things together, and that's why people say, they often have a religious experience when they're having when they're on mushrooms. Everything seems intensely meaningful, and you go, wow, this world, it's important. Something's happening here that I'm lucky to be a part of. Sparkle says, really? I did not know that. You're so smart, Ben. I'm glad to have met you. Oh, thank you very much. I mean, it took me a long time to get here. I've racked up a lot of experience and study in psychology, and this is what I'm able to share. So I'm happy to do it. Let's get back to the story. Who knows how long this story goes on. Probably in about 10 more minutes, I'm probably just going to cut it off and say, hey, we're, end of the stream. We'll move on and play the next coming soon game. So back to it.
It's not just brain dysfunction. It's not like the system shut down. It's actually an incredibly creative process. The person creates a world populated with voices and phantasms and terrors, and they're completely immersed in it. They believe in it.
We often invite people into the studio to play the game. In one of our playtests, they played through much of the game, making associations between runes, secret messages, and the threat of darkness that stalked them. There are many things that happen in the world of Hellblade that make perfect sense within the context of Senua's mind. The dark rot that's killing her slowly from within, the secret runes of the gods that block her path to Helheim, and
Ruh-roh. Sparkle says, I got brain damage on mushrooms. I hope not. I don't know what that means to you, but it's possible. Highly unlikely, but I don't know your particular case. We'd have to talk about it.
strange associations that exist in the game to confuse you. To complete Senua's quest, you have to internalize and accept the logic and meaning behind these things to progress. Afterwards, they said that they didn't see much evidence of mental illness in the game.
Oh shit.
People with delusions of all sorts would argue the same thing, that they are not aware of their experience being abnormal in any way.
I need this sword. It's important.
That is a powerful message too. The idea that the folks who experience this, they have no idea that they're experiencing anything that other people don't. I mean, imagine everybody around you heard voices, saw the walls melting. It would just be completely normal. Like, well, that's life. That's the human condition. We call these things disorders and abnormal because most people don't. It's a very small subset who experience the world in a different way. And that lends credence to some perspectives that say, well, this is just a different kind of normal. This is normal for a different kind of person. And in a way, that's not wrong. You know, one way I like to contextualize things. So I used to do patient and family education. I'd sit them down. I'd say, here's your diagnosis. Let's talk about what it means. You know, don't be scared of it. Let's demystify it. Let's look at the symptoms and let's explain it. So it's like, it's not some scary thing anymore. So I would tell family members like, I was going somewhere with that shit. Hold on. Demystifying the experience. They were just talking about, oh, normal, abnormal. I'm like, you know, one thing I would like to tell people, and I would say this, you know, publicly, is like part of let's do some patient education right now. We're all patients in one way or another. Everyone is delusional about something, hands down, bar none. Most of our delusions are harmless. Delusion just means you believe something that's not true. Now, a lot of people add, you believe something that's not true, and you hold on to that belief despite evidence to the contrary. And that's a gray area, because let's say, what's a good example? You believe you're a werewolf, and every time you go to sleep at night on a full moon, you have this intense dream-like experience where you run through the woods on all fours, and then you come back to your bed and go to sleep, and everything's fine in the morning. That's pretty harmless. You're not acting it out in any way. It's a belief that you can't actually disprove unless you have, say, okay, I'm going to go to sleep on the full moon, put this camera on me. Now, if you show someone who has that belief that they are sleeping the whole night through, if they hold on to that belief and say, well, you're fucking with me, this is not real footage, you looped it in some way, this is not my full night's sleep, you just didn't record the part where I went out into the woods and ran on all fours, why are you lying to me? Now that's some pretty intense delusions that then creates a rift. But like, if your delusion is political, most people are delusional about political things. They believe something that is not true about the opposition party, candidate, and it's very easy, you know, the mainstream media plays with that. They feed delusions. They have a perspective they want you to believe, and it may be a damn lie. So you could just be believing a lie with your whole heart, and you're just wrong. It's just not the truth. And that's a delusion. So most delusions are harmless. We just believe something that's not true. It's not causing us any damage in our life. It's like, what's the difference between drinking alcohol and being a drunk, being an addict, an alcoholic? Well, is it causing problems? Is it causing you to, you know, do you drink more than you should? Do you suffer hangovers the next morning? Do you have to get up and start drinking to deal with how bad you feel? Do you miss work? Do you not take care of family and relationship obligations? I mean, the difference is it's not a problem unless it's a problem. So the same with schizophrenic symptoms or delusions in general. So delusions being just one part of schizophrenia. The other part is hallucinations, where maybe you're hearing voices, maybe the voices tell you to do things, maybe that comes with a compulsion to obey. And if they tell you to do things that are harmful to yourself or others, and you act on those because you feel compelled to obey, like you can't resist, then we got a problem. Then you're hurting yourself, then you're hurting other people. But if you're not hurting anybody, hey. And a lot of times we give people, antipsychotic medication. The voices get quieter. The impulse control is restored a little bit. They're a little less intense and active. And a lot of the problems in their life are minimized, but the voices never go away. The delusions never go away entirely. We just reduce the symptoms to a point where able to function a little better. And that's usually the key difference is, are you dysfunctional? If you're dysfunctional in some way, if you're not able to take care of yourself, take care of daily tasks, get your shit done, hold down a job, all this kind of stuff, you probably need some help to just restore function. And it doesn't have to be there's no moral judgment to it or not. You're not a bad person because you have hallucinations. It's, okay, are the hallucinations causing you to crash your car into other cars or causing you not to see people on the street when you're driving? Well, now we got a problem. Okay. Sparkle says, yeah, I have studied that stuff. I love learning about it, but stuff I never even learned or thought of learning. It's interesting. Sounds like a plan. My Roku is tripping out anyway. Tiamat says, can you convince a grown adult they have NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, especially if they have severe symptoms, if they don't recognize the issue? Well, there's always hope. It's a slim hope with personality disorders. There's the current understanding in psychology, unless things have changed, and maybe I'm out of date on the research, but the current understanding is that personality disorders cannot be cured. If you are narcissistic, you are narcissistic for life. The only thing that can help is the same thing with addicts, is you got to hit rock bottom. You got to get to a point where, like, this is not working for me. Something's wrong. And then hopefully you get good advice on how to address the areas that are dysfunctional, and it can bring you around to, say, have better relationships. There's a funny thing where there's probably a lot more personality disordered people than we know, but they've learned how to adapt. They've learned how to mask symptoms because they realize. So let's imagine, I believe I'm just better than everybody. Now, maybe in the past I've told people, hey, I'm just better than you. And they respond very poorly. They hate me. They maybe act against me in ways that disrupt my life. So in the future, I might say, oh, we're just the same. I'm not better than you. Because from a functional perspective, that causes me less problems. Now, am I really just as miserable and mediocre as everyone else? No, I'm awesome. But I just don't say that anymore because it causes problems. That would be one adaptive. Wait, don't knock over that glass. Come on, Cece. That would be one adaptive mechanism for personality disorder people. They just hide the truth. And you know what? If no one ever knows and it's not causing any problems, does it matter? Possibly, maybe not. I mean, it could be, it could be suddenly revealed under stress, and it very often is, which makes it hard to hide some symptoms. But yeah, it's a very, narcissistic personality, sociopathy, borderline personality. These are seriously disruptive, lifelong conditions that are currently considered not curable. There is no pill to make it go away. There is no psychotherapy that causes a person to stop having that condition. You just learn better and worse ways to deal with it, to live with it. Sparkle says, I took too many mushrooms and fell face forward into the bricks that were in my backyard when I was 18. Oh yeah. Well, you could, under those conditions, suffer a traumatic brain injury, technically caused by mushrooms, but it's not the same as saying mushrooms broke your brain directly. Just the experience of having the chemical in your system. But yeah, what's the difference? If mushrooms broke your brain or caused you to break it by smashing your face, what's the difference? Yeah. I mean, there is a difference, but the end result's the same. T-Mat says, they don't get treatment, then lie about it. Yeah. Sparkle says, Dragon Man, no, we can't. You dork. T-Mat says, because personality disorders, then others see, but they don't realize it. Yeah. The person who suffers from it, and that goes back to the schizophrenic thing too, where it's like their experience is completely normal. They are inside their own head. They have always felt this way. Everything they experience feels completely normal to them. So the same with the personality disorder folks is like, this is just normal. I'm just normal. This is just the way people are. They might even project a bit and say, this is how everybody is. My experience is common and normal. I'm not narcissistic, or at least if I am, so is everybody else, so it's not a big deal. Sparkle says, Dragon Man has an arch nemesis, which is a frog man. Ah! Are dragons reptiles? Or are they something else? I saw a snake that looks like a penis. It was a penis snake. It was awful. It is a variety of reptile or amphibian. It's very interesting how we classify things. I'm going to play the featurette. It's 8 o'clock already. Let's see if this thing wraps up in the next few minutes.
Representing perception changes and thinking patterns within Hellblade gives us a set of symptoms common in psychosis. But people with lived experience were keen to emphasize another point, that it is wrong to define a person by their symptoms. Quite often, the illness comes not from the symptoms, but from the stigma, isolation, and mistreatment that comes about from the rest of society.
Sometimes.
They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
I needed someone to portray Senua, someone who could believably internalize her suffering. Melina Jurgens, our video editor, had been a stand-in for Senua over a few months while we perfected our motion capture techniques. Without realizing it, she had already auditioned for the role, and I knew her well enough to know that I didn't have to teach her to act, but to really...
That gal is a hell of an actress. She really nailed it. I mean, hats off.
...live her own internal pain. As often is the case, those who have suffered mental anguish are never far from us. My hope is that by creating a compelling and aspirational character in Senua who feels very much real, albeit in a fantasy setting, we can provide a lens into her reality, a different one to yours, and this is where storytelling comes into play. I imagined her life based on common threads in real people's lives. She was always prone to psychosis as a child. Her mother Galina also heard voices and had visions, so perhaps there was a genetic aspect.
There very often is. Your chances of developing depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, all of the above, are significantly higher if a relative had it. Much higher if a father or mother had it, but also if a grandparent had it, if a cousin has it. It's definitely got a genetic component that we don't fully understand yet. We haven't found the schizophrenic gene, because when we do, we can turn it off. There probably is not a single factor, a single gene we will ever be able to turn off, but a constellation of genes that when they hit in just the right way and then go a little bit wrong, you get the symptoms. And the symptoms express themselves in consistent patterns. And it may be multiple different causes that all present the same way. Just like there's many different causes for bleeding. It could be, you could be pierced, it could be crushed, it could be slice. They all cause a tear in the skin, but different things cause it. So we're not even sure about that.
Or perhaps it was...
Oh, Sparkle says, frogs are amphibians. What do you mean? Frogs are, but are dragons. Oh no. It's very interesting that Native Americans used frogs as a bellwether of environmental problems, and Egyptians, their frog god Kek, or Hek, as they might say, was also the god of chaos or change, transformation in a way, and the goddess Heket was his female half, other half. That was the goddess of order, chaos and order in frog and crocodile, I think, representations. Very interesting.
As cultural as she lived within a world without science, of gods and superstition, as exemplified by her druid father Zimbal. Psychosis developed in her late teens to early 20s and was exasperated by stigma and isolation at the hands of the clansmen and her father.
This darkness, it's spreading.
The trauma of seeing her lover Dillian sacrificed tips her over the edge, making her remodel her reality around a concept that connects everything: the darkness. So the question is, what Senua experiences real? Can only be answered by saying, yes, it is real. It is her reality.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Towards the end of the project, service users and professionals that had collaborated with us were invited to see the near-final game. It was a chance to see if the game had reflected their views or if it had misrepresented them.
For me, being involved in especially developing Senua's character has been really important, and being able to bring in my perspective and what I see and what I hear, and having that built into the game has been a real privilege. It's gritty and it's meaty, and there are some tough subjects in there that are being tackled with honesty.
I think we're coming up on the end here.
I was blown away by it today, absolutely blown away. It was just fantastic to get the opportunity to use our lived experience in a very creative way. There's nothing tokenistic about the work we've put in. It feels like we've been listened to, things have been taken on board, and I think there was a lot of realism in the game itself, and it feels very authentic.
Hellblade will give people a good experience of what it's like to hear voices and have those experiences. I'm glad that the guys at Ninja Theory kind of asked us to come along and help them build an experience that's positive when it comes out, and get myself a copy and have a go.
I don't think if I was schizophrenic, I could play this game at all. Even if I was happy it existed to express, to communicate and help other people understand, but I would not play it. Fuck no. Sparkle says, already at risk of having, fair enough. Yeah. And you know, most of us get lucky and dodge the bullet. But some of us, even if we don't have the full-blown expression of a thing, sometimes have a little taste of it around the edges. So, and then you have to decide, okay, if I've got this thing and it's in my family tree, should I select out of the gene pool by not having children? I don't know that I would impose that on anyone as a legal thing, like you're not allowed to breed because, but if it were me, I would very seriously consider it, saying, hey, I'm okay if my kids don't suffer like I did. That's just not necessary. We'll just shut this switch off here. Sparkle says, it's nice to see that they really cared about the development of this game. Yeah, I agree.
I think all the way through, I was really inspired by how the conversations have translated into the game in a way that I think I didn't imagine was possible. So wonderful, really wonderful.
I just wasn't super happy about the combat.
I really
Jesus.
hope that others will follow
So
the
hard.
lead they've set and use the power of something like a video game to change people's perceptions, to increase understanding, and ultimately to make some of the stigma around voice hearing and other experiences go away.
I don't like softening the language too much. Voice hearing, yeah, I mean, it's called hallucinations. Just call it what it is. It doesn't need to be called voice hearing. That is one variety of hallucination. Sure, if you're trying to detail the varieties, yes, you would specify them. But we're not gonna call it hallucination. We're gonna call it voice hearing to be nice. No, just call it what it is. It is what it is. Sparkle says, did you see the first part of that comment about the risk of getting it? Yes, I did. Sorry, I didn't read that. I maybe thought I'd already read it out loud or read it to myself and then read the second half. So yes, you have reason to suspect that it could impact you. Which is another reason, like if you have, it's good to know these things, because if you have a family history of schizophrenia, you probably don't want to take the chance of doing mushrooms or LSD just in case. It's not like those things necessarily cause a psychotic break or trigger a lifelong schizophrenic condition, but you're playing with fire. And I would definitely recommend against it, saying, hey, maybe you don't want to take a chance, just in case.
For me, it was really exciting to see something that I explore scientifically being represented so beautifully in a character who's trying to penetrate the mysteries of the environment in which they've been placed, with all of this strange uncertainty and noise and conflicting information that they're getting. I'm very excited by this way of trying to represent mental illness, because I think it actually might be offering us insights that we wouldn't get from pure scientific explorations, and actually giving us quite an empathic view of what it might be like.
Mental illness has been with us for as long as we have been on this planet, but why? Why hasn't evolution stamped out this weakness from within our gene pool? I often pondered this question until I realized that the question had an inbuilt flaw. It assumes that being and thinking differently is a weakness. The only reason we have computers, spacecraft, medicine, poetry, art, and yes, even video games is because individuals are able to simulate new abstract realities in their minds and share them with the rest of us. We need people to be willing to see differently in order for us to progress and survive as society.
It's a fair point too. Okay, first, Ms. Sparkle says, with that opinion, I shouldn't have had my boys, maybe. I want to break the cycle of my family, raising my boys. I made amazing boys. I hate to see if you were in the sensitive wording. Oh, you don't have to read it. Oh, well, fair enough. Oops. I paused there too because there was a reason I paused there. They were talking about, I stopped to read you first. There is no rewind. There is just playing. What were they saying right before I started speaking? Well, I'll continue with this. The question of whether or not to have kids is a very personal one, and that's why I wouldn't mandate it. And I don't think I'd even necessarily put pressure on someone to make one decision or another. You need to look at your own situation and say, this is what I want for myself. This is what I think is the right thing to do. They have in the past sterilized mentally ill people to ensure that that chain was broken. I mean, if you look at, what is it, Iceland or something, they had a policy of aborting kids with Down syndrome, and they have just about completely eradicated Down syndrome in Iceland. Is that a good thing to do? I don't know. Oh, they were talking about, we need people who are able to see the world differently in order to progress. It's been said, there's a fine line between madness and genius, which is where we get the idea of the mad scientist. They take it to extremes, as all things do in the storytelling process, of like, well, maybe they're a megalomaniacal, evil genius, mad scientist bent on world domination, or some other scheme that we look at and go, dude, that's wrong. You can't do that. You can't do that to other people against their will. Which kind of gets all around the same thing. And I've had people say that's stupid. There's no fine line between madness and genius. There's genius and then there's madness. I'm like, well, invention, new ideas, solving problems. There's a touch of madness in there. There's a touch of seeing the world in a different way than other people do to put together a solution that no one else could think of. And that's part and parcel of genius. Genius isn't just high IQ. It isn't just memorizing lots of facts. it's putting things together in a new form that no one else has ever thought of before. So if we were to eradicate schizophrenia entirely, would we actually kill whatever it is makes some people see the world differently, even if some other people, they see it way too differently to, to be healthy for them. Sparkles goes on to say that study Dr. Phil did answered a lot, and I agree with him. He likes to do brain scans of the children and the teenagers are trying to that they're trying to put on medication. Yeah, figure out what's going on. Sometimes behavioral symptoms get misdiagnosed. Way too many energetic boys have been put on Ritalin for ADHD. ADHD has got to be, it can't be that prevalent. It can't be such a high quantity of boys. It can't be so many boys that need it. A lot of it is they see it in school. They see it in, well, he doesn't want to sit still and listen. Well, who does? And do we really want to measure whether someone's sick based on whether they can perform? Do we want to judge a fish by how well they can ride a bicycle? Maybe school is wrong. Maybe our systems are set up in a way that is not healthy for people, and trying to force them into a particular mold is not doing any good. It's not doing the system any good, and it's not doing the person any good, and it's not doing society any good, because we lose something important in trying to modify them to fit a mold where maybe they evolved that way on purpose. And the same thing is true of maybe schizophrenia, bipolar, a lot of other things. Highly neurotic, nervous people. You can imagine the nervous, energetic, ADHD type of person, and who's gonna sense danger in the environment first? It's that guy who's like compulsively paying attention to everything. Every little shiny object, he's on it. He's your early warning system if a danger is approaching, when everyone else is their senses appear dulled by comparison. Same with people who are highly paranoid by nature, that kind of neuroses. They're going to take very few risks, and they're going to think ahead about possible problems more deeply than other people. So sometimes paranoia is a very useful way to avoid problems. Even if we say too much paranoia, you start inventing problems that don't exist and wasting your time trying to solve for things that are never going to happen. Sparkle says, I'm trying to clean and using voice to text. Without crazy people, life would be boring. Hear, hear. I believe in the fine line. Look at some of the poets and painters. Yes, there was a long, not a long period of time, but I've long thought about it, and there was a period of time where I wasn't sure about the answer of, like, if we could cure depression, madness, schizophrenia, all these kind of things, would we lose our tortured artists? If we could cure heartache, would Van Gogh not have cut off his ear? Probably. Would he have painted as many brilliant pieces of art? Probably not. That said, are we as a society prepared to commit to the idea that we're going to allow you to suffer because it makes beautiful things the rest of us get to look at? Well, what about him? That's why it's always got to be up to the individual. Do you want to suffer like this? Is this how you want to live? Do you find meaning and purpose in this suffering? If you do, we're going to leave you alone and let you do your thing. If you don't, hey, if you want help, maybe we can do something about it. Maybe we can reduce the suffering. Even if that is the end of your art career, so be it. You don't owe the world beautiful art in exchange for your own suffering. So. Hello. What do you got? And some nibbles. Nice. You can just put them. I'm streaming still. Yeah. They can't hear you. They can barely hear me. Yeah. You can just put them away. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That's delicious. My wife went to the store and brought me some snacks, so I was talking to her. Sparkle says, yes, they tried to do that to my second son. Oh, I fought so hard. I never put him on meds. He is now all calmed down. He had a really good teacher who had him in front of class sitting on a medicine ball so he could bounce while learning. Yeah, There you go. True example. Yeah. Gang stalking. Yeah. If someone is way deep into that and it's just fucking with their life, it's like, what if you didn't have to feel this way? Would you want to stop feeling that way? Some people would say, I don't want your pills. You're just part of the people who are fucking with me. And if you take away my ability to perceive, that doesn't mean the stalking stops. It just means I can't protect myself from it anymore. So a lot of folks who get deep in paranoia, they would rather be there because they consider it a real perception that if you dull that perception, it's like putting blinders on someone. It's like, oh, you don't want to look at dangerous things around you? Well, just put on this blindfold. Well, that doesn't make the dangerous thing goes away. It means I can't see it anymore. So some people look at medications like that, taking away, dulling their senses, which they believe allow them to perceive a real problem. Here's what we're going to do. I think we're done with the story. It's way past time. I don't think I care anymore about this thing. We're going to go escape. Hey, lovely, lovely featurette. Fan-freaking-tastic game. We're going to quit. Confirm. There we go. Wow, that's huge. All right. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to play. Oh, now I've got achievements popping up. Apparently, less than 30% of the people who started this game ever finished it. Confront Hela, the final battle achievement, has a 27.9% completion rate. Less than 30% of the people who started this game ever finished it. That's crazy. It's crazy. Here's what we're going to do. What is the new game coming up on Monday? So I'm taking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Taking the rest of the week off. I'm going to try and get more work done on this fence. The new video coming up on Monday. If this works like it's supposed to, stop, cancel, close. All right, here we go. Get ready. What is it going to be? Drum roll, please. All right. There you have it, my friends. Coming up on Monday, August 12th, this coming Monday, Jazz Punk, the director's cut. Another short game. I'll be through it in less than a week, I believe. And then the following Monday, a big surprise that I'm going to hold until the end of Jazz Punk. And then we'll release the brand new trailer for the first new release game I've played on day one. Now, if you know anything about the schedule of upcoming game releases, you already know what it is. But there you have it. And ending the there's a cat. I can't see. Hold on. Let's do this. Where is it? Where is it? We're going to move this over here. Hey, there's your chat so I can read it. Miss Sparkle says, without serving, there is no purpose to life. I read an article all about if life was perfect, humans would still not be happy. Perfection is boring. She goes on to say, you and Dragon Man are crazy. I can hear everything. What the hell is this? Monopoly Man's Day Out. Yeah. It's a weird one. Jazz Punk. This one was highly recommended to me as like, so we just played a game that is brutally depressing. Like, oh my God, way too intense. Jazz Punk is just a silly, light, fun romp. No heavy themes. Just some good old silliness to cleanse our palate before I get into a new game the following week. So that's coming up next Monday, Jazz Punk, the director's cut. And that, my friends, is the end of the stream. We went way too long. I thought the stream would be over in like an hour. I didn't know how much was remaining to be done at the end of the game. And then I wanted to watch that little featurette. Had no idea how long it was going to be. We're like an hour past how long I thought I'd be playing by a damn sight. So that's going to do it for this episode of DreamWizard Plays number 451, Hellblade, 2017, part 3, the final chapter. Once again, I cannot recommend anyone play this game. It was way too intense, and I wouldn't do that to anyone intentionally. Hey, if you want to, if you're having a strong day and you really feel like you want to have one hell of an experience, please go for it. But otherwise, would I recommend this game to anyone else? No, I don't think I want to do that to anyone. Boy, what an unrelenting kick in the nuts. On your way out, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, tell them to join us on Monday for Jazz Punk. In the meantime, in between time, I am the Dream Wizard. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on Monday. Good night, everybody.